What's good, y'all? It's Swayze, and today, well, obviously, Microsoft bought Activision Blizzard. This is probably the biggest gaming news of 2022, and you know, we're not even into February yet. Unless GTA 6 is announced, then that kind of, but I don't even think that's on the same level, because Call of Duty right now, the number one selling franchise of all time, back-to-back years, and it's reported that the buyout was worth about 68.7 billion, which that rounds up to 69 billion. Nice. That's a lot of money. That's a crazy amount. I heard that Nintendo, for instance, is worth about somewhere around the same, about 60 million or 60 billion, 70 billion. So the fact that Microsoft and Xbox is buying a big company like Activision Blizzard that's that size, with all these supporting developers that they own, it's going to be a whole tree that you can map out. There's just going to be a lot of gaming companies now under Xbox, and they've been doing this recently. So let's look at what it means for Call of Duty specifically, because Activision Blizzard, they're in charge of Overwatch. They're in charge of a lot of games, so I'm not an expert on that. I'm only going to talk about the dumb Call of Duty stuff that I know. So first off, let's answer it. Is it going to be exclusive to Xbox? Phil Spencer actually came out and said, Phil Spencer's one of the head guys over at Xbox and Microsoft, and he basically went out and said that, there's not going to be anything drastic like that. Now, as far as some of the PlayStation exclusives that Call of Duty has offered in the past years, that could definitely go the other way now, with Xbox getting, timed exclusives, special stuff, extra content for only Xbox users instead of PlayStation, which, the way it's been. But I'm honestly past all that console war stuff. So, I'm Team Xbox till I die, but it's stupid at the end of the day. Each side has their own good games and good stuff about them. So I don't really care about that. As long as everybody gets the same game. I'm okay with one side getting extra XP tokens or something like that, but not whole game modes and maps and weapons like it's been in the past. But so there shouldn't be anything crazy like Call of Duty is only for Xbox. Now, there is a lot of rumors that Call of Duty will be free on the Game Pass, because let's face it, they're adding tons of games to Game Pass. They've made it clear with a lot of their recent acquisitions and buyouts of gaming companies and games that they're putting them on Game Pass. So, but I don't think they're going to make it only on Game Pass as far as Xbox goes. So even if you don't have Game Pass, you should still be able just to buy the regular Xbox disc for it, same as normal. So nothing too crazy there. But one thing that is big, and I know a lot of people are worried about, is the CEO of Activision Blizzard, Bobby Kotick. If you haven't read the reports, this guy's like a total tool. You just look it up. He is a bad guy in video game terms, probably one of the worst. So, and a lot of people want him to leave the company, especially the workers, and they've put out public statements saying that they don't want him to be the boss, or at least say that there needs to be a lot of changes. So, but in good news, it is clear that he is going to be getting pushed out of his role as a part of this deal. They came out and stated that he's getting this sort of he's not getting forced to resign, but he basically is. He's getting this little buyout package that basically, hey, here's a bunch of money, here's this sort of structure, you get out of office around 2023, you're no longer CEO of Activision Blizzard, we'll appoint somebody that doesn't abuse women in the workforce. But I digress. He's going to get changed out, so that's good, and that's ultimately good news, because honestly, as soon as he's been there, putting all the creepy stuff aside, the games have been kind of bad. Okay, he's the guy that literally came out in the news and was like, yeah, I want to take the fun out of making video games. I want it to be a sort of copy. He didn't say copy paste, but the way he described it, he said he wants it to be an efficient process, getting games out year after year that are kind of all the same. Look at what happened to Guitar Hero, right? What do? They just kept pumping out Guitar Hero games year after year after year, and now that franchise is gone. That nobody buys that stuff anymore just because they put out too many bad games. Same thing with Call of Duty, but hey, people are still playing Call of Duty. I guess we're just special like that. But moving on to more speculation stuff that isn't confirmed. What does this mean for Call of Duty? I think it's going to mean that devs get more time to make each game. First off, we all know about crunch culture in video games. If you don't, basically you can see it in front of you. You can see what the games you're playing. The workers, the people who make the game, aren't given enough time to do it. They're given deadlines that aren't feasible. Look at Cyberpunk 2077. That's perfect example right there. If not Call of Duty Duty Vanguard with all the glitches and bugs that it has, but a lot of these bugs and glitches are in there because, you know, the workers don't have enough time. They don't have enough time to test the bugs and get rid of them and work on them and fix them. Now, obviously, there's gameplay designs that we don't agree with, and so that doesn't automatically excuse the games from being bad, you know, conceptually as a whole. But the crunch culture does kind of explain some of the bugs and glitches that pop up, so, you know, hopefully they change it up. One thing that I do want to point out is that Halo Infinite making its big, you know, debut after like 6-7 years of being worked on. Like, let me talk about Halo Infinite for a second. The game took 6 years to work on, 6-7 years, and according to the reports on the development of that game, man, they were messing up left and right. They were just screwing stuff up and having to refix it, work on a new engine. Oh crap, it doesn't work, we gotta start over. And Microsoft, Xbox, they were very patient with them. They let them get stuff done, and then now look at Halo Infinite. It is what it is. But the point is that Microsoft and Xbox gave them the time. So hopefully that's going to change with the Call of Duty development. Another thing, Halo Infinite, after all of this time, came out as a live service, free-to-play game. Does that mean Call of Duty is going to come out free-to-play? Probably not. I mean, let's be honest. They're going to look at the spreadsheets. They're going to look at the numbers, see that, yeah, Call of Duty sales have been declining, but like, look at the past, 10, 15 years. They were able to pump out game after game after game, year after year. A lot of them, a little bit low quality at launch, and still make a crap ton of money. So I'm not sure if they're going to change that, but I would say be on the lookout for that, because they could be trying to make Call of Duty a more free to play experience, or at least a more of a not a game every year sort of deal. Maybe there's only like 2 or 3, kind of like how they have it now. You have one modern game, one game that's kind of back in like maybe in the past, but not too far back, 80s, 70s, and then you have a game that's World War II-ish, and then that's it. You have 3 Call of Duties, and they just kind of get worked on, and they improve over time. Why? Because the developers will actually have time to work on them and fix them, and not have to worry about making the next game when the first game has just barely launched. So like I said, this is all speculation. I'm also thinking hopefully that we get some better microtransactions, some better store prices. Once again, look at Halo Infinite. They came out with their store and all of their cosmetics, and all the Halo fans they were pissed. They didn't like it, but the team behind Halo came out, and the developers came out and said that, they understand, they're going to work on it, they're going to get this changed, and they actually have. They've been trying to make it more worthwhile. They've actually changed some of the events that they had and the structure of them, to appease the fans. So is it going to work for Halo? I don't know, but the point is that the Microsoft teams over there, they're listening to fans. They're changing it based on feedback. So this is ultimately a lot better. So hopefully the higher up leadership at Microsoft will make these sort of changes that need to be made to the Call of Duties just to make them more fun. Lastly, let's talk about, is PlayStation dead? I think it's dead. PlayStation's done. It's gone. Get it out of here. Put it in the dumpster. Bury it. Yeah, get it out. Get it out before it starts stinking. No, I don't think PlayStation's going to be dead. Like I said, I don't think Call of Duty is going to be an Xbox exclusive. That'd be kind of dumb. There's way too many PlayStation players playing Call of Duty to cut them out, to just say, nah, we don't need your money. Because let's remember, Microsoft is kind of good. It's kind of a good big company, but all companies need to make one thing, and that's money. So I don't think they're going to cut out all that player base and do that to the PlayStation players. But I mean, like I said, the only thing that PlayStation is going to get affected by is, I think, just the amount of games that Activision Blizzard has and all the intellectual property and characters that they can put out. I think PlayStation is only facing that as a real issue, not just Call of Duty. I don't think Call of Duty is going to be the PlayStation killer, but it might pose some troubles for them later down the road, just like I said, with the amount of games that Activision Blizzard and the amount of franchises and titles, or straight up just outnumber them with quality games, so that PlayStation will have its good exclusives, but Xbox will just be like, oh yeah, that's a cute 4 or 5 exclusives. Here's 50 or 100 high quality exclusively Xbox games, and they're just throwing darts at the wall. Some of them will be great and be enough to pull PlayStation fans, but I just think Xbox is trying to get its hands into more games so that it can make a buck or two on every game, on each console, on each platform, and just kind of be making some money off of all video games everywhere. I don't think they're trying to shut down PlayStation or ever restart the console wars. But if they did, I'm Team Xbox all the way. PlayStation sucks. PlayStation's dead totally. I'm just joking. Nah, but that's it for today. I'll see you in the next one.